Animals' feelings are so pure and sincere that they simply don't know how to show a false face or lie, especially whenever they miss their owner or another family member. And there is no place for falsehood here. This compilation contains some of the most touching stories of animals being reunited with their owners after a long separation. So watch this one to the end so that way you don't miss out on any heartwarming moments. We're gonna go ahead and begin our video with a very touching reunion of a capuchin named Monkey Bo and his owner's cousin Squall. These two hadn't seen each other in over 6 months, and just look at how much joy and tenderness there is in this little creature. Even the treat managed to distract him from his display of love for only a few seconds. And if the emotional and energetic capuchins actively express their feelings, then massive elephants do so, but a little bit differently. It's remarkable, but even after 15 years of separation, Nita remembers all the old tricks perfectly, and she's clearly happy to show Charlie. Of course, we haven't forgotten about our most loyal and loving pets. This little pup is incredibly happy to see his owner again. Unfortunately, as with many others that endured Hurricane Harvey, the man was stuck in the hospital for quite some time. For some pets, just letting their owner leave for work is a real tragedy. This is how Camus greets his guardian every single day. Surprisingly enough, whenever you witness the meeting of Laura and Egbert the octopus, you'll immediately understand that this wild creature loves this woman with all of its 3 hearts. Nothing keeps the king of the jungle from what it wants. Even in a cage, it's always incredible to see such formidable and dangerous predators as the big cats be able to show their love for a human. Let's take care of nature. To start, think about what you're throwing out and where so that animals don't have to suffer for our actions. And this is how Sirga greets her favorite person every morning. You can't just pick up and pet this kitten anymore. This pair has been searching for one another for a long time. For 22 whole days, this Shiba didn't react to anyone who showed up at the shelter and expressed interest in it. It even tried to escape repeatedly. At the same time, the animal's owner had been hanging missing dog posters with a reward offer, not thinking that his dog might have ended up in a shelter. What a touching reunion. And this next story is remarkable. This cat, which is named Kunkush, had got separated from his family whenever they fled ISIS in Iraq and went to Norway. Surprisingly, the cat went missing in Greece and was found again all the way in Berlin. And this owner was reunited with his chihuahua named Stinky after 8 long months of separation. Both were crying tears of joy. How else can you explain the dog's whining? And this couple, who are from Bucharest, Romania, was even luckier and were reunited after a month apart. Dogs are loyal animals and always remember those that treat them well. Even if you may pretend not to pay any attention to them, they will immediately pick you out from the crowd. It's hard to be separated from a family member you've been raising since you were 3 weeks old. This pair had spent 12 happy years together. That is, until the cat got lost. And for 2 entire years, his owner, who's a veterinarian by the way, was looking for her pet until some sixth sense had prompted her to check the shelter website online one day. So sweet.
You have no idea how long I've been looking for him.
Up next, we've got yet another story featuring a lost dog. This owner had lost his pet in Ontario, Canada. Imagine his surprise when he had received a phone call from a Winnipeg animal shelter 4 years later, asking if he had a dog named Jack. And this reunion is the result of the work of the shelter staff. This man wanted to see his dog first after his deployment in the Army. Such an expression of emotion cannot be fake. Only sincere love evokes reactions like this. Of course, cats aren't always known for being as expressive as dogs, but that's what makes them cats. This story from Mayhew, London is more proof that microchips do work. After 8 long months, this pair was able to reunite. What can we say about pets if even a powerful and wild animal like a hyena can end up falling in love with a person who takes care of it? Check out this reunion. And all this after just 2 weeks apart. Imagine if these two were separated for a year or more.
How you doing? How was those 2 weeks without me?
This red-haired beauty named Valicia always greets her master after work, either at the door with a wagging tail and a gentle whine, or from the bed when she's feeling a little lazy. It is so nice to be greeted by your loved ones, especially after being apart for a long time. This owner came home from deployment, and just watch how his dog acts. Emmett Thunderpaws reacts. Not everyone could end up taking a clap on the shoulders from these mighty paws. Now this one might come as a bit of a surprise to you. Do you really think that it would be possible for a person to become friends with an aggressive tiger shark? Well, it seems so. For the last 20 years, Emma the shark has been welcoming her beloved diver Jim. Just look at how glad she is to see him after being apart. But not every pet is happy to see its owner. Of course, the dogs were the first to greet their human after 10 long days apart. But their reaction was immediately echoed by the cockatoo, who happily kissed its owner and jumped on her shoulder. Not all the pets from the next cage wanted to say hello, however. Someone is maybe a little bit offended. Do your pets get grumpy when you leave them for a long time? Let us know in the comment section below. Well, you'll never forget about this reunion with an incredibly cute possum named Barry. Do you think that you could give a shark ear scratches? Of course, they're not cats, but sometimes even sharks aren't opposed to cuddling. Remarkably, this pair has been friends for 7 years. Now, who said that cats don't like kisses? So much tenderness in one little animal. No matter how cute the reunions are, this Maine Coon never wants to be separated from its owner again. Speaking of cats, they come in various shapes and sizes. Kind of wonder how long that this guy is going to be able to withstand the powerful embrace when this little prince of the jungle grows up. Time spent apart from their owners can be quite excruciating for pets, be it 5 minutes or 5 years. This American Staffordshire Terrier puppy named Zara is always happy to greet her guardian. At one time, Ludmilla was told that she would never be able to tame the wild, unbridled Rapira. But just look at what love can do. Sometimes love does come at first sight, or maybe first touch. When shooting a movie in Symbio Wildlife Park, this camera operator found a koala. Just remarkable. Do you think that wild animals rescued and later released forget human kindness? Well, just look at how this kangaroo named Abigail comes to hug and thank her saviors every day after being saved from the Australian fires. And she's been doing this for 10 years. Now, here's another story about love at first sight. Why did this puppy become so attached to the journalist who was filming a story about the animal shelter? Like souls always find one another. You just have to believe. Animal rights activist Kevin Richardson once saved this girl from starvation. Not everyone would try to feed a lion from a bottle, but when you meet this one, she always turns into an affectionate kitten. And finally, we have a funny story. Are you afraid of geese and their painful beaks? Well, they also know how to show some love. Let us know in the comment section below if you would like maybe a shark, a lion, or possibly even a goose for a pet next time. Also, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from us. Until next time, folks, we'll see you around next time.